gotta think about this. Look at that view! Top of the world!
Good morning, Phil!
Morning, everybody. Welcome to Mount Baldy. You've literally gone from sea level to the highest point in LA County.
There's just another sneak peek at tonight's all-new episode of Tough as Nails. We talked earlier with host Phil Kogan. Now we're here and lucky to have a man who is truly tough as nails here with us in studio this morning. Good morning, Kelly. Thank you so much for coming here. This is your first time in our studio, correct?
It is. Thanks for having me today.
We're so glad to have you in person instead of on a Zoom call for sure. And we talked with Phil earlier today, and he told us you epitomized what Tough as Nails is all about. Honor and teamwork. What do you think about that?
It's a pretty good compliment coming from Phil. You know, Phil's such a genuine guy. So the same Phil you see on TV is the same guy you see off camera. Approachable, down to earth. I mean, he's like the king of dad jokes too. He's so fun to be around. Oh,
well, that's awesome. Just like us here at KCTV5. I mean, I don't know about the dad jokes. Gina, she's got the puns.
Gotcha.
So first question I have for you. It was a little bit of a surprise for us to see you on the very first episode of season 3. Tell us, how that felt being back on the show.
Oh, it felt amazing. So Phil reached out to me, I'd say late spring, and said, hey, Murph, I'd like to put together a military challenge. What do you think? So we did several calls and some emails back and forth. So I actually helped to create some of the challenges that people saw. And he's like, yeah, I would like you to be on the episode. And I would go, wow, I'd love to be back.
Yeah.
So to be back was amazing. I spent 16 years of my career on Camp Pendleton, so it was like a homecoming.
Sure.
And Red Beach, where we actually filmed at, I had been on it many times getting ready for deployments. It's a very active beach. Like Phil said in the episode, it takes months to secure that training location. So to be back,
Sure.
it felt like being back at home.
Yeah, you're very familiar with that location for sure.
Yes, very much.
And as the winner of the very first season of Tough as Nails, did you feel like you should just automatically jump onto Team Savage?
Savage Crew just made sense because they let us pick the name of the team.
Okay.
They said, hey, give it some thought. When we were driving away that first night, they're like, hey, you guys need to pick a name.
Okay.
So all of us felt pretty savage and like, because being there is pretty amazing what the stuff that you got to do that first day. And then since we're a work crew, all of us we're like, yeah, Savage Crew sounds like a great name. So
yeah.
I think it was hands down unanimous. That's the name we wanted to go with. And then Phil just kept a legacy. So now each season,
right. They have that name.
Yeah, they have the name. So it's very cool to be part of the first Savage Crew.
Absolutely. All right, what was it about the show that made you want to be a part of it?
Well, they found me on Instagram,
Okay.
Long story. So I was found through Instagram, asked if I'd like to be part of the show. And once I learned about the show, I was like, absolutely. It gave me a chance to prove to myself that I could still do stuff that I did as an active duty Marine, because at that point I'd been retired for 8 years. And just the show itself is so great to be a part of. Phil just said, our only script, Phil said, I want you to be yourself and do the stuff the best you can. So everything everybody sees on the show, that's real emotion. Like when we won after losing 4 times in a row, and you see us like cheering and crying and all happy, that is like real emotion. Like it's just such a good show to be a part of. I mean, I've bonded so close with Savage Crew. We just had a reunion in Vegas a couple months ago.
My hometown.
So we met for a couple days because we hadn't seen each other since we finished filming February last year. So, I mean, that's how great the show is that a year and a half later, you're still really good friends and want to see each other in person.
Absolutely. And I mean, after the pandemic and you guys couldn't really see each other in person, it must have been great to reunite.
It was very much.
All right. So tell us a little bit about, one of our viewers actually had a question. So
Okay.
I'm going to ask you directly from them. What do you do to maintain your fitness?
Well, so, physical fitness is part of being in the military, especially the Marine Corps. So when I retired, I still wanted to feel like I could still serve.
Right.
So I continued functional fitness. There's a gym in Warrensburg called Red Horse Fitness that I coach at. It's owned by a veteran. He's actually currently in the Air Force Reserve at Whiteman Air Force Base.
Okay.
So we just do group classes, and I jump in on the classes. I help write the programming for the gym along with one of the other coaches there. It's just a great experience to be part of the gym, and it still makes me feel like I'm on active duty,
Sure.
staying fit.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Murph. We really appreciate you for being here with us.
Well, thanks for having me. It's great to be in studio for the first time.
I know, and I get to be the first person to interview you. This is exciting for all parties involved. Thanks again.
Thanks.